Hey guys, it's Maymay. In a recent MISTI hacks video, which I will link for you guys above, where I discovered how to use SVGs and my whole stamp set at the same time, you guys mentioned to me something you'd like to see done, or something that maybe some of you do. And I was a little hesitant about it because of what it requires. So here's the deal. The suggestion was to take your whole stamp set and add double-sided adhesive to the back of your stamp set and then stick it to your MISTI and do it that way, right? So you could get all the images stamped at one time. My issue with that was I do not want to put double-sided tape on the back of my label. This label is printed and I don't want any of that to peel off, or I don't want to have to fight that double-sided tape on the back of here. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I will show you something. I've been playing because I thought, can I figure out how to do this to make it work for us and not be messy? All right, so I'm going to take a piece of white cardstock and slide it under here, which I would suggest you do too, because you're going to be using the grid on our MISTI. And you see how it appears now when I do it that way? So here's what I did. I took my whole stamp set, and the clear plastic piece, this corner, you can see that little corner down there. If you line it up over the grid or in the corner of that grid, you then know exactly where this guy is lined up at. It's important to do this because you know how you just kind of have to know where everything is to know where to put paper over here, etc., etc. If you do this and you have a large enough piece of cardstock in the corner over here, you get a pretty good image every time. But here's what I did. So I've got this low tack purple tape, and this purple tape is very low tack, and I won't damage my stamp set, and I won't damage my MISTI. I won't damage anything with it. So here's what I'm doing instead of double siding the back. I just don't like the idea of that. It's just me, okay? So I am taking it and I am placing it right to the edge of my stamp set. I have a little piece stuck to me there. And basically, I'm just taping my stamp set down. This, to me, is not harming anything. It's not messing anything up. I'm not going to have to remove odd adhesive. I don't really want to do that. Because as you know, I pull my stamp sets in and out of the packaging a lot. And if I put double-sided adhesive on the back, unless I'm going to clean that, I don't want to deal with that. So this is how I'm trying to make the same thing happen and also get around, you know, for hacking it. All right, and you're thinking, well, why are you stamping the whole thing at one time? Well, I'm going to put this in my Scan and Cut because I want to make cards out of it. So I'm going to put it in my Scan and Cut and let my Scan and Cut do all the fussy cutting. And this way, I stamp one time and I don't have to stamp a whole bunch of them. Also, why am I doing this? Because I'm using Memento ink so I can alcohol marker color. And as you know, Memento ink many times needs a double stamp because it is a dye ink and it kind of pulls up on our more bold images in our stamp. Now, one thing I want to caution you about in your stamp sets, this one in particular is a good example. So sometimes to save space on our stamp sets, we'll find little holes of space to add another stamp, and that's what we did here. These large words are made to stamp inside the pocket, but this one that says pocket full of is actually made to stamp inside this little strip of the pocket or anywhere else on the card. So I don't want to stamp it where that stays in the pocket. So what I have done on my stamp set is I have removed that stamp. So now I just get a clean pocket that I can then come back and put that in if I want it or put it wherever I want it. So think about that because you don't want to mess your pockets up. Right? So all that's left to do now is to ink it up and put cardstock in over here. So here's what I have done. I've cut for myself a piece of cardstock and I've made sure that it is going to fit and allow my stamp to have plenty of room. I'm going to put some magnets. I kind of have just put a magnet right to the edge of this page, kind of just to hold it in place there, and that should work. Now, let me tell you something. This is not a perfect fix. If you don't ink straight up and down, it can move your stuff around because nothing's like permanent over here, okay? Nothing's like held super in place. So ink straight up and down. So I'm going to press and not twist, which is going to be hard for some folks. I know a lot of people like to twist, but we're just going to press. And I don't think that this gets me as great of a stamped image as if I'm just doing a single one at a time. And I'll tell you why. One thing about Memento is it seems to work better if you just ink up your stamp and then do it right away. And here I'm going over and over and over. So, but again, we should be able to double stamp because we're using the MISTI. So I'm going to send this over. And then I'm just going to let all that ink transfer. And this way, when I take this to my Scan and Cut, not only will it cut out my images, I can also get all my little words if I want them. which I might. I may not. I just want the images, really. And, honestly, I could have just stamped the images. That's not the worst. There's a couple of places. I'm a little nervous because this moved. So we'll see what happens. All right. So anything to get around having a mess. I just don't want to clean up double-sided tape. I cannot imagine. Have I tried that? No. It may work perfect. And you might even could use like a light tack double-sided tape. You might could use glue dots. Glue dots would not scare me as bad. Even if you just put like one glue dot in the middle of your stamp and then tape the sides down. Let's see what happens. I feel like this can be fairly accurate. Some of the lines I might get a little blurred, but I feel like it can be pretty accurate. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm going to take that. Have you guys found that sometimes when you do it the third time, that's when you mess it up? So I'm going to take this. I'm going with it. Like in his ear, there's a tiny little spot that's not my favorite. So watch, while it's here, I'm just going to go bloop, bloop, and bloop, bloop. And then he's my favorite. Like that's all it took. And now I know I've done this with Memento so I can color it with alcohol marker. So there you go. That's my workaround of the adding adhesive to the back of the stamp. I just don't want to do that. It's just a thing. It may not even be an issue. You guys might do it all the time, but it's just a way I craft in my room. And you guys understand, some of you guys are the same way. You have your own ways you want to do things. So there it is. If you want to do it that way, you can. I'm going to stamp a few more and then make some projects for you guys. If you would like to see this cut on my scan and cut, keep watching. I'm going to film that process too for you guys to see how to cut out stamped images. And I just recently did one with Mente paper for you to see, so that you'll be able to see that too. So keep watching this space. I guess subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Till next time. Bye-bye.